story of being in Enagic for 10 years. I've been with Enagic 20 years now. Okay. So when I started with Enagic 20 years ago, they were a smaller company, came to the United States, opened up an office. So in the beginning, I just wanted to sell 20 years ago my first 100 machines so that I could become a 6A. And previous to joining Enagic, I was doing all kinds of sales. I've been in real estate, I've been in insurance, I have sold vitamins, water filters, like all kinds of things. Because coming from the Philippines, I could not get a good job in the United States, and I learned how to sell, and that's how I survived. And after 20 years of selling different things, I found this Enagic product, and I saw the compensation plan, how powerful it is. I immediately went to work. I became a 6A in 90 days, 3 months, okay? And we did it the hard way. Because when I started 20 years ago, we had no YouTube, no TikTok, no Facebook, no like presentation online. We don't have the TFE training. Like we have to do it the hard way. I have to make a phone call, drive to the people's house, do the actual demo. You have to go to 10 houses just to find out that one who would buy. And you go home and 9 or 8 of them didn't buy, and you go home like sad. I still made it to 6A in 90 days. Like I would start around noontime. I would go home like about midnight. Sometimes I could not drive home anymore. I would park on the side of the road and just take a nap just to get home by midnight. But I did that because I was so broke when I found Enagic. I was doing real estate. The real estate business went down. And the good thing is, from being with those different companies, I already had my training in sales, in presentation, in calling for appointments, getting prospects. We were trained to have a list of 100 people's names and talk to 10 people a day. Okay, now you do it by having leads and then converting them. So it's a whole lot easier today. In fact, if I look back on those 20 years, the first 10 years, okay, was like the old-fashioned traditional way. The onliners came in the past 10 years out of my 20 years. Okay, it's actually started with Balas and Clint and all the other ones. Okay. 2 days ago, I had dinner with Mr. O, the CEO, the owner of our company. And he showed me the list of the winners of the contest in December. We have a contest for Dash 3 and above. And I'm telling you, try to really stick with Clint and Balas because they were there and they're downline on that list. Like there are 30 winners each week. It started with $10,000 prize and it goes lower as your position goes down. That I'm there also because of Clint and Balas volume. Okay, I mean there's a handicap way of counting it, but I'm also part of the winner every single week, 3 weeks in a row now. So we're entering about the 4th week of December, and this will continue in January all the way to June. I do not know what contest they will come up in January, but that's how I got started 20 years ago. Okay, I just wanted to have some money to pay my bills in the beginning, and in that first 90-day run. Now, don't think that we all have different levels of experience before we joined Enagic. I would say it was easier for me because I already have sales experience when I joined Enagic. I became a 6A in 90 days, but okay, I had to show the presentation of the compensation plan and the product first one-on-one, face-to-face in people's homes. First one-on-one, it became 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 in groups. And by the end of the 3rd month, I must have shown it all together because I have my calendar and I have the list of all the places I went to. I do about 2 or 3 presentations per day. And I would have shown it, I would say, to approximately 500 people in 3 months. And out of that 500, that's where I got my 100, that made me into a 6A. So I just kept on doing it. I remember looking at our genealogy. We didn't have the back office like we have now on the EWS. We had to print the genealogy of people who joined your group. And by the 6th month, I saw on my list there were like 300 sales already on my group. By the end of the first year, my group was doing about 500 machines a month. Okay. Now, looking back at the past 20 years, in the beginning, Mr. O, we have a goal of just doing 5,000 units per month. That was our goal. It took us years before we get to the 5,000 units. Then we hit it, and then we go to the 10,000, we go to the 15,000. 2 days ago, when I was having dinner with Mr. O, I was told that just last month in November, we did 19,000 units in November. Okay. So that's 1 month. That's how we're doing now, approximately 20,000. And we're shooting for 25,000 now and a whole lot more. Now, it will be a lot faster in 2025 because of all the people in Enagic now. We are introducing more product. We have the M Guard. We have the Air. Okay. So on the same people that we already have in our downline, we're going to have more products that they will be buying, and it's going to be a whole lot easier for us. It's starting to accelerate now. We really, you want to ride on this wave coming in Enagic. In this wave coming in Enagic.
One of those.
It has given me, my wife, my family, very good like lifestyle. This Kangen business. Like from me being so broke to now we're enjoying. I have bought and built like 4 houses in New York City. One of them is a luxury house by the ocean. Same thing in Florida, because when it's cold in New York, I want to move to a warmer place. So I bought a house like a resort on the ocean front in Florida. And then another one in the Philippines, and I travel around those 3 homes during the year. It really changed our lives, not just my own, my friends, many of my downlines, and I'm so happy. Okay, so I would say, okay, it took me 20 years to find this in Agic. I see a lot of you are younger. I mean, don't look at other business or companies anymore. This is the best, best thing that ever happened. I started joining this company. I was already 50 years old. I'm about to become 70, and those past 20 years is the best years of my life. So I see you are a lot younger. By the time you get to my age, you're gonna be multi-millionaire, billionaire, maybe. That's where we're going with the AI and all these tools that we have. Your monthly income, your annual income, you could shrink it to monthly. That's how I see these things going. It enabled me to help do a lot of charities also, helping churches, pastors, priests, nuns. I have built homes for my relatives in the Philippines. Like help a lot of my relatives. I think 15 nieces and nephews we sent to college, paid for their college. Their life changed through the years. You change the lives of the next generation when you do that, and I'm so happy that we are able to do that. So challenges, of course, there are challenges. There are people who would say negative things. That's nothing new. From 20 years ago, they've been telling me that. I have downlines from 20 years ago, 18 years ago, who left me and said, Romy, if we leave, your check will go down. So they left. Now they're still looking for an opportunity, and I'm wealthy, so I'm happy. We have the best. We have the best. Like from me, 20 years prior to Enagic, seeing all kinds of companies, seeing all kinds of compensation plan, seeing all kinds of system, we have the best. Enagic is the best. Compensation plan wise, product wise, we have the best. Okay, and if you have any question, you can ask.
Romy.
Mm-hmm.
So